Good morning class. Today we are going to discuss about plasma membrane, or we can call it as cell membrane, as it is the covering of the cell that encloses the nucleus, the cytoplasm, and perform various functions. So we'll start with the brief structure of the plasma membrane, where we are going to discuss that the cell membrane is made up of what. As we already know, it is made up of biomolecules, that is carbohydrates, proteins, fats, lipids. But now we are going to take a look that how these molecules they are arranged, which facilitate or which help the molecules like gases and water to pass across it. So there is need to understand that structure of the plasma membrane to understand the topic of transport of molecule across the membrane. We are going to take a look on the mostly accepted model of the plasma membrane, that is fluid mosaic model. So here we'll go with it. As you all can see on your screen that this is the fluid mosaic model, in which there are two layers of lipids. One is this and one is this. This is the lipid bilayer. This particular molecule, this is the lipid molecule, this is the head part, and this is the tail part. Now as per this particular structure, the head part is going to be water loving part. This is the water attracting part, fine, and this is the water hating part. This tail part is the water hating part. Now over here, when we talk about this water attractive and water repelling, what it means, when the water is going to come, when the water is going to come in contact with this particular membrane, as this part is going to be allowing the water to go in, but this part, the tail part, will not allow. To facilitate that, there are some protein structures which help the water molecule to move in. So this is just a basic idea. These kinds of tunnel proteins, we can call, they're present all over the membrane structure. Some proteins, they can present above the membrane, also on the external part. Okay, some of them, they can fit inside the membrane in this way as it is shown over here. So these are going to make the channels for the entry of the water. So this particular structure which is visible over here, this is just a portion of the membrane, a minute section of the membrane which is observed under the electron microscope. Fine. Now let me tell you about the same with little bit more explanation. When we are going to talk about this particular molecule, okay, this is the head part, this is the tail part, this is the water loving part, and this is the water hating part. So this particular molecule, when they are arranged in this particular manner, when they are arranged in this way, they will help in movement of molecules. This is that particular protein which is going to fit inside this layer, and as they are the two layers you are able to see over here, that's why it is a bilipid molecule. These are the phospholipid bilayer. Okay, this is that tunnel protein. Okay, now next we are going to talk about the functions of plasma membrane. The very first function, as we already know, as we have discussed over here, that this particular membrane will allow the selective molecules to pass through it, as it is selectively permeable. After the coming slides, we are going to discuss about permeability, what that permeability means. And I've already shared one video of the permeability, so that you can go through it and understand it in a better way. Second function, it help in separating the interior of the cell from the external environment. Third, it provide a layer, it help in protection. The regulate what material molecules can enter or exit due to the selective permeability nature. जो इसका selective permeable nature है, with the help of it, it will going to what we'll say regulate the entry of the molecule in and out of the cell. Next, it help in providing attachment to the other cell. As one cell is this, another one is going to be attached. These are because of these boundaries, and this boundary is the plasma membrane. Next, to facilitate the cell for the communication. What does this mean? If anything is to be get exchanged between these two particular cells, that is across the membrane. So they help in communicating with each other. The material which is to be exchanged, that is only through the plasma membrane. And at the last, to allow for some flexibility, as we have already discussed in grade 7 also 8 also about amoeba. So amoeba cell is flexible, and that flexibility help that amoeba to move also and to capture food also. So this is what that how the plasma membrane help the cell. Hope it would be clear to you all. Now we'll move to the next part. Yeah, this is what that I was talking about, selective permeability. So what that permeable means? Permeability can be of many types, as it is of 4 types, and here we are going to discuss about all 4. On your screen 3 are mentioned. Fourth one, that selectively permeability, it was already there about the plasma membrane. Now membrane types. Types means that will the membrane allow all the types of molecule to move across it, or will it going to stop any of the molecules, or it will be going to be selective in nature, only allow the selected particles which are required for the cells, some ions which are required for the cell, or will allow all the types of molecules. The waste can be later on removed out of the cell. So on the basis of that, on the basis of that permission, what kind of molecules will come in, can go out, it can be of 3 types. Permeable membrane, which will allow the passage of all, or we can say most of the material through it. Whatever the water, whatever the gases, everything will go inside it, everything will can easily move out of it. That is permeable. परमिशन दे रहा है वो उसको आने के लिए बिना किसी रोक टोक के. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट, सेमी परमिएबल. As it is the name semi, semi means half. It will only allow some specific material, either the solute particles or the solvent particles. Okay, this would be little bit different from that of selective. Selective is not about solute and solvent, it about the selective molecules of solute it can be and solvent it can be. But in the case of semi permeable, it would only be सेमी परमिएबल के केस में क्या होगा, आइदर द सॉल्वेंट कैन पास थ्रू द मेम्ब्रेन और द सॉल्वेंट कैन पास थ्रू द मेम्ब्रेन. फाइन. नेक्स्ट इज नॉन permeable membrane. Non permeable, as the name is only explaining itself, which will not allow any passage through the membrane. It will not going to allow the material to move across. So in the case of higher plants where the deposition of some chemicals are there, there the cell wall and the cell membrane, they are not allowing any kind of molecule to move in. And the fourth one, which is the selective permeability, it is mainly for the plasma membrane. So if it is asked what kind of permeability is there in plasma membrane, so it is selectively permeable membrane. which will allow the selective material or ions to move in and out of the cell. Fine. Now, this is what we are going to discuss, like how the molecules they are going to move in and out. So basically we are having two main processes for facilitating that particular movement of molecules. The very first is diffusion and the second one is osmosis. Now first we'll start with diffusion. Diffusion is what, when we are going to talk about anything which is going to diffuse, mix हो जाना एकदम से. So how it is going to happen? We can just take an example of a perfume which is sprayed at a corner of a room, and later on it will be mixes into the whole room, or we can easily feel the fragrance in the whole room. This is because of what? The particles of the perfume which was there in higher concentration at one corner, they start moving from its higher concentration to its lower concentration and keep on moving till that particular time when they will be equally distributed. Equilibrium जब तक बराबर नहीं हो जाते पूरे रूम में evenly distribute, तब तक वो movement continue रहेगा because of the kinetic energy of the molecules. It is a kind of a random movement. There is no particular direction that it has to move in this particular direction on that particular direction. No. Random movement of molecules from its higher concentration to its lower concentration. And the most important thing in the case of diffusion is there is no requirement of energy. It will help by itself. No energy is required to facilitate the diffusion, simple diffusion when we talk about. And this can happen with the solids, it can happen with liquids, gases. And it is very common in the case of gases. So in this particular picture where we are able to see on the screen, here you can see a drop of ink is going to be put into this water. And when we are going to put this drink, which is the concentration is more over here, take a more concentration on this particular part, and later on what would happen, this is going to start diffusing in the whole water, and at the last evenly distributed, evenly mixed. This is what the diffusion is. So what is the diffusion? Movement of molecules from its higher concentration to its lower concentration. Fine. I'll just repeat it. The process by which a substance uniformly spread into another substance by random movement of its particle from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration due to the kinetic energy is called diffusion. And diffusion is faster in the case of gases than in less in the case of liquid and more less in the case of solids. Hope it would be clear till this particular point. For today's lecture, this much. Will continue with the same explanation in the next lecture.